Okay, so can you tell us your name and how long you've been part of Manna Market?
My name is Fred Lindorff, and I've been part of Manna Market for 14 years. I first heard about Manna Market when I took in a homeless woman, and she was with me for 10 months. During that time, she knew about Manna Market, and we went there a couple of times to get food. And after she got her own place, I pretty much forgot about it. But then we hit some really hard times at work, and my hours were cut down to 20 hours a week. And it just wasn't enough. And then I remembered Manna Market, and so I started going to Manna Market to supplement my food that I buy. And the third time I went, they were short on volunteers, and they asked if I could help out, and I said, yeah, I can do that. And I've been doing it ever since. When I first started volunteering, they had 2 locations, and I just worked at one of them. And we fed probably 75 families a week. Well, I was the middle of 5 children. My dad worked, my mom stayed home and raised us kids. It was a Christian family, and in my youth I was very active. I did a lot of roller skating, dancing, volleyball, skiing, race car driving. And then I got married. I was married 17 years. We had no children. But it didn't last, and we got divorced. A year after we got divorced, I had a major heart attack, and that pretty much changed my lifestyle. I was not active anymore. I really have a feeling of friendship and of fellowship. I really enjoy coming here and seeing my friends here and working with them, knowing that we're doing a job that's helping people that can use a little bit of extra food in their week. I have a feeling of accomplishment here. It's not like I get up and all I do is sit and watch TV or, just do something around the house. I actually feel like I'm accomplishing something, I'm doing something to help others, and that's important to me. Well, there are many, many memories that I've taken from this place. One that really struck me was when I first found out I had cancer, and about 9 or 10 women in Forest all came up to me, and we all held hands in a ring, and each one of them prayed over me for a little bit. And I don't think half of those women even knew me. I think they were from the church and not from Manna Market, but they all prayed over me and prayed for me anyway, and that really was a strong memory. Another memory that I have is when I was giving meat away one time, and I had a heart attack, and Missy called the ambulance, and she sat with me every minute until the ambulance was there to make sure I was okay. I don't know what she would have done if if the heart attack had gotten worse, but she was there. And that's a strong memory I have. Being here has strengthened my faith. I had pretty strong faith for my whole life. It had some lapses, but after I had my first major heart attack, and the doctor said, "You're not probably not going to make it through the night. I really, I really prayed, and when they took me to the operating room, there was a nurse walking along beside me, and she was just the most beautiful person I'd ever seen. And she had beautiful blonde hair, crystal blue eyes, and she leaned over and she said, "Is there anything that I can do, anything at all, to ease your comfort, and or to ease your pain?" And I said, "Kiss for luck?" And she said, "I can do that." And so she leaned over and gave me a kiss. And there must have been a lot of luck in that kiss, because I survived the surgery, and that was 29 years ago. I never found that woman. I asked about her, and everybody at the church, or everybody at the hospital, said, "We don't have anybody like that here." Everybody here wears blue scrubs, not white. And we don't have anybody that fits that description. So I took that as a sign that she must be an angel and was watching over me. And that strengthened my faith even more. And it's really interesting to come here every day and see the miracles, see all of these people come together. They don't need to be here. They come here to help, and they want to help. And they all come together, get all the work done so we can get this food out to the people in the parking lot and get God's message to them. And that miracle happens every single day. That's a reason I come back. Well, Forrest and Nancy, of course, because they started it, and they are such a big part of it. But Missy and Dixie and Stephen, Mike, Sarah, Judy, Efren, Sue, and many more. I have a lot of memories of a lot of friends here. I think the Christian Friendship Foundation that Manna Market provides to the volunteers. If you need a prayer, you need support, you need a shoulder to cry on, someone to talk to, someone to listen to you, there's someone here, and we all care, and that's important. Again, it's the Christian Friendship Foundation. It's a community that you really like to be in. It's a family. I think there have been people here that didn't quite fit into the family, and they didn't try to fit in. But I think, for the most part, the people that come here to volunteer really are part of a family. What I've learned about life through serving is that it's not about me. I get happiness and satisfaction from serving others, and I really get happiness and satisfaction from serving here. I would sum that all up in 2 words. Do it. Just do it. Maybe here, maybe some other place, but go ahead, get out, volunteer, and we will certainly welcome you here. I would have to say what matters most in life to me would be family, friends, and faith. I don't know in that order, or if they're all even, or what, but those are the 3 things that I would say matter most. I would like to share a couple of things. I'm 75. I've had a lot of influences in my life, some big, some small, some good, some not so good. Family, friends, school, church, work. Manna Market would rank high on that list. It's a good influence. It's been a big part of my past, and it will be a big influence on my future. And anybody who's thinking about volunteering here, I would say come and do it. We have a lot of jobs here. Some of them you may not even think about, but they're an important job. They're part of the job that has to be done in order to get the food from the trucks that come into the parking lot to the cars that leave the parking lot. And no matter what job you end up doing, it's an important job. I'm Senior Vice President in charge of cutting cardboard.
What does that mean?
Every box that we send out, most of the boxes are banana boxes. They have a hole in the bottom of them. So I cut up scrap cardboard to cover the whole bottom of that box, including the hole, so that we can use that box, fill it with food, and send it out to the cars in the parking lot. That's pretty much the only thing I do is just cut the cardboard.
Because that takes a lot of time and a lot of hours.
Because I'm Senior Vice President in charge of cutting cardboard. Well, we serve around 3,000 families a week. That's 3,000 boxes. So that'll need 3,000 inserts every week.